The offseason is officially here. Last night we got the Woj bomb that the heavily anticipated AD trade finally happened. In the trade, the Pelicans received Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, Josh Hart, the 4th overall pick, and 2 future first-round picks. The Lakers received Anthony Davis. I believe the Lakers won the trade. You can comment down below and answer the poll right here on who you think won the trade. Everyone is overreacting and saying the Lakers got finesse. We'll have a couple questions for the people that believe that. How do we know Brandon Ingram will be the same player he was before the blood clot injury? We saw what it did to Chris Bosh. Now granted, Brandon Ingram's isn't as bad as Chris Bosh, but you still never know what he can turn out to be. I have another question for you. How will we know how LeVar Ball handles this situation? Just 2 weeks ago, he went on every ESPN and FS1 show saying, my son's not going to get traded, my son's going to stay in LA. Well, now that he got traded, will he go on every ESPN and FS1 show talking about how bad the Pelicans front office and coaching staff is, just like he did with the Lakers? This might be a hot take, but I don't think that's what David Griffin wants to hear from him. Everyone's overreacting to the 2 future first-round picks. Hypothetically speaking, let's say the 2 picks turn out being around pick 24. I think that's very reasonable, right? Well, let's look at the history of the 24th overall pick in the NBA draft. Since 2010, there has been 8 players selected 24th overall. Of those 8 players, not a single one is currently a starter. Only 2 players averaged more than 10 points per game in their career, and none of them averaged 15 or more. So how valuable really is that 24 overall pick? The answer is not very valuable. Let's say with that 4th overall pick, they select Darius Garland, and he becomes a perennial all-star, similar to Kemba Walker. Call me crazy, but I'd still rather have a healthy Anthony Davis than Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, Josh Hart, and Darius Garland. None of those 4 players will be even close to how good AD was. Now, the only way the Pelicans could have won this trade is if Anthony Davis continues to have minor injury problems and only plays 50 games a year, because the Lakers are banking on him playing 70 in order to get a top 3 seed in the West. The fact that the Lakers kept Kuzma is ridiculous. Kuzma is the most valuable asset out of the bunch, and they somehow kept him. Kuzma doesn't need the ball in his hands. Brandon Ingram needs the ball in his hands. Lonzo Ball needs the ball in his hands. LeBron and AD need the ball in their hands. Kuzma plays perfectly around them. The main problem with the Lakers right now is they still need more shooters to really compete for a championship. If they can get more players like Kyle Kuzma who can play off the ball, can shoot, can play defense, they just might win the championship next year, since KD and Klay are out for most, if not all, of next season. Now, I do believe the Lakers won the trade, but by no means does that mean the Pelicans lost it. The Pelicans already have an amazing start to the rebuild. Lonzo Ball, Josh Hart, Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, maybe Darius Garland. Problem is, all those players need the ball in their hands to be successful. If you have too many players who need the ball in their hands, that team will not be successful. You need players who can play off the ball, which the Pelicans currently don't have. Call me crazy, but if this lands the Lakers another top free agent like Kyrie, Kemba, Jimmy, and Brandon Ingram's blood clots are worse than we thought, this could be the most lopsided trade in NBA history. Thanks for watching, subscribe, hit the notification button, and I'll see you guys next time.